Hello Year 12 General Maths students. The purpose of this video this afternoon is to look at linear regression using your sharp calculators. If you have something that isn't a sharp, please see myself or your teacher and we'll go through how to perform these functions. So this is in relation to the school use only mock exam. The question talks about the personal wellbeing index being on a scale between 0 and 100, and it has been suggested that there's a linear relationship. So therefore it says predict an individual's PWI if they earn a salary of $100,000. So we've got the PWI figures here and we've got the salary here. Now the salary depends on the PWI by the looks of it. So this table is a little bit misleading because this is our Y and this is our X. So in our sharp calculators, we can input this data and calculate the linear function. And I'm about to show you how to do that. So, calculator on. We want to go to mode, stat, and to get to stat we press 1. Then we've got standard deviation, linear, quadratic. So we want to go to linear, which is 1 again. And it should show 0. So this is the point at which we can enter the data. The data being x, y, x, y, x, y, x, y. To put these in as x, y, 56 is our x coordinate, and above the STO there's a comma to separate the two, a little bit like when we write down ordered pairs. So we'd go 56 STO or comma 50,000, and then m plus, like we do with standard deviation. Same thing for the next one, 63 STO 60,000, m plus. 73, comma, 70,000, and 79, comma, 80,000, m plus. So we can see the data set, there are 4 pieces of data. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're ready to perform our linear functions. So remembering that y equals mx plus c. But I want you to think about, whoops, I just realised the camera's off the screen there. I want you to think about a couple of different letters here just for a second. So y is equal to bx plus a according to these calculators. Okay, so once our data is plugged in, to get the b value, we press alpha, which is our green button, and see the little letters here. We've got the R for correlation coefficient. So if you want the correlation coefficient of the data, we can press R and it will come up with a symbol and we hit equals. I'll do that at the end of this. To get the gradient, we hit our alpha button and we know that we've hit it once alpha appears in the top left-hand corner. We press on the open bracket and that gives us the B symbol equals. And that gives us our gradient. So B is 1,255. Okay, if we round that up to a whole number. Our A value is our y-intercept. So we do that the same. We go to alpha, but this time we hit open bracket because that's where the little a is on our calculator. Equals. And A is negative 20,024 due to rounding. So our linear equation is y equals 1,255x minus 20,024. From there we can complete the question. We can substitute in 100,000 for x to determine the y value. On the last little part of this video, I just want to quickly show you how to get the correlation coefficient as well. So as explained before, we can go alpha, R, and R is the divide key, equals, and that's our correlation coefficient. If we want the standard deviation of x or y, we would go alpha 8 or the standard deviation of y, and we can see that. Let me zoom in. I have to do this manually. The standard deviation of y is on 8, and then equals, and that will give us our standard deviation of y. Same thing if we go alpha x, That's our standard deviation of x. If we want the mean of y or the mean of x, those keys are there. And that is about all of the functions that you will be required to use in the exam. That concludes this video this afternoon on how to use the sharp EL-531TH to be able to perform linear regression or least squares regression and recurrence relations along with standard deviations. Thank you for your time. Good luck.